Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for this video. So for today's video, we're going to check out the G.I. Joe Classified Series Kamakura action figure. So I actually just got this as a Christmas present for my cousin. So shout out to my cousin who's awesome and knows me well and picked out a figure that he knew I would love. So let's go ahead and check out this box here. This is actually my first G.I. Joe Classified that is the plastic-free packaging. So you just get the picture on the front here. You can't see through it, no plastic. So we got this awesome picture of Kamakura on the front kicking some Cobra officer tail. And that looks pretty cool. Got a knife flying here out of his hand and his boot to the face. So here we got a little picture of Kamakura, the actual figure here, and then up here, like I said, just a nice art pic there. It says Kamakura down here at the bottom. Here on this side, we've got another really cool picture of Kamakura here with this sword in hand with his mask up and all. On this side, we've got, it says Kamakura, and then it's got his number in the series right there. And I've got some Sharpie on my thumb there. But yeah, so, and then on the back, we've got another picture of the figure here unmasked, and then a picture of a mask with a little picture of all his accessories it comes with. And look at all those accessories. I mean, that's awesome. And what's even cooler about this, look, they even got the measurement of the figure here. 6.18 inches and 157 millimeters. Like, they put the scale there, the measurement on the side, that's, or on the back. That's awesome. That's super cool to include that. Very, very cool. Well, that's about it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get this guy out and see what all you get inside. Okay, so we got Kamakura out, and he's gonna come in this little box here, and he's got his little string tie-ups you gotta get him out of. And once you get him out of that, he is free. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the accessory. This is really cool. The accessory box comes in this little locker that's got his number on it, his number, what figure he is in the series, and then even his name here with this little lock pad dealy going on. That's really cool. And then you got your G.I. Joe logo there. But yeah, this looks like a little locker or a little ammo box thing going on here. So check out inside the ammo box. We've got a bag full of accessories. Here it's got the Cobra and G.I. Joe logos on it. And then down inside of there, we've got his weapons. So we got his little Uzi and his katanas, and then his little staff and tonto like blades going on here. So don't forget those inside the box. So they just, man, these G.I. Joe figures rock. The presentation of them is awesome. The amount of accessories that come with is awesome. Okay, so I tried to skip through some of the annoying crinkling of the accessories bag, but we got all the accessories out over here, and we'll take a look at those in just a moment. But first, we're gonna check out his articulation. So if you already have this version, the G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes, this version here, then you kind of already know what you're getting yourself in for in terms of articulation and the figure itself. But we'll go ahead and check out the articulation for those who do not. So as far as head movement, he can tilt his head side to side. He's actually got a little bit of movement going on there. He can't look up too high, but he can look up like that. He can look down a little bit lower. This head feels a little bit loose, but there we go, down like that. Of course, his head goes all the way around. He does have the neck joint, which helps get even more articulation out of his head there. So that is always nice. And that left shoulder was a little bit stiff. Yeah, see, he's not getting all the way up, but you can get his arms up like that. Nice and good, get him up that high. And of course, his arms go all the way around. He's got bicep swivel. He's got pretty good butterfly joints here, help him get his arm further across. He's got double jointed elbows. Bicep swivel, I think I already said that, but, and his wrists swivel around here, and both wrists hinge up and down, and they are a little limited. I'm not sure exactly why, but they are a little limited on the hinging up and down. So left and right hand both hinge up and down. He doesn't come with any alternate hands, so no in and out hinging, just up and down for both of those. But he's pretty much just got swords and pistol and submachine gun anyway, so he's gonna need that movement. So he's got an ab crunch. He can bend over like that just with the ab crunch, but he also has this little belly joint here, so he actually can get down a little bit lower, so he can hunch over like that. And then with the crunch plus the belly joint, he can bend back like that. That's really good. Of course, he swivels all the way around here at the waist. He's got this separate piece here, just like Storm Shadow, his little belt. But yeah, he's got that little belly joint going on here. On his legs, he does have the drop hinges, and he has upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He get his legs up like that. He's got boot swivel. His ankles articulate up and down, and they hinge up and down, and he got his little pivot swivel going on here. So one thing I did notice on him, and I don't think I have it on any of my other G.I. Joes, and Storm Shadow does not have it, but if you take a look here, in the inside of this joint here, it goes from this kind of oval shape, and it kind of bells out. It's kind of like the shape of a bell here. So I don't know if that's just something new they've been adding, but he can really easily do the splits and get his leg up like that for those high kick poses. I mean, look at that, and it gets like that really smooth. It's really nice. So we'll get Storm Shadow here. Storm Shadows is different. So if you look in here, he's just got this little oval slit going on here. Look at Kamakura's. It's a little bit wider, and then it has this bell cut out here at the bottom. And he can actually get his legs out almost more than just completely flat. So maybe they added that so you can get a little bit extra articulation out of his legs. But I don't have any other guys. None of my other guys are like that. Not that I have noticed. No, everybody else seems to have just that little slit. Yeah, I was looking at my iron knife here. But yeah, so that gives him some extra movement there on his legs, I feel like. So that's really nice. So he's got good articulation. See his leg just standing straight. I'm trying to get up there. He touches toes. Yeah, so just a standing legged kick. He can get it up like that. And then again, for those roundhouse, he's got some really good articulation going on there. So that's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of his accessories that we saw at the beginning here. So with your Kamakura, you're gonna get a hood, and that looks like his hood up. It's got some nice texturing going on there and some nice lines. Look at that, it looks like it's nice and frayed a little bit. It's got some stitching or something going on. That looks really nice. That's his hood up. You're gonna get his hood down option. That looks nice. You're gonna get his holster for his swords. You're gonna get an alternate head, and let's take a look at that. His alternate head. He's got red hair, but then he's got like a little bit of a black wash in here, I think, just a little bit to give it some definition. The actual face looks really good. I like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much, but I already popped it on and took a look at it, and I think he looks really cool with it on, so we'll check that out in just a second. But yeah, I think his face looks really good. Head sculpt looks pretty dope. You're gonna get his little belt tassels here, and they actually, just like Storm Shadow, they snap on this little ball in the back. So you'll get that. You get his two swords, and they look really nice. They actually got kind of like the same pattern that Snake Eyes, I think, has on his swords. The pattern on the hilts are actually a little bit different. This one's got kind of like that tape wrapped look all the way around. And this one has it at the top and the bottom, and then like a little grippy spot. A little bit of difference in the pattern there. So that's cool. Changing it up there. And then he's got this lime green, slime green looking fabric band on this one that matches up with his gi there. So, but yeah, so it's got that nice little pattern going down the swords. Very good. Then you're gonna get these like Tonto, like little spear pieces, I guess. And they got like a little blade here showing through on the end. And so they look like close-up. Look pretty cool. Silver paint looks good, and they got these little dashes here and a little line of definition on the blade there. So those look pretty cool. And then you're gonna get this piece right here, which is like those, come on, focus. Which is like those, but connected. This ain't focusing the way I want it to on this one. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little better. There we go. There we go. So I think this is those two pieces connected, but they look really cool. So yeah, it's the same little blades, and actually with this, you're actually getting one that the blade is facing down, and the other side the blade is facing up. So that's pretty cool. And he also comes with a side knife. Let's see if we can, there we go. Here's a side knife. Nice and close up, and then look at that. So you got two little bolts here on the handle of the knife, and then a little serrated part. And it's all black, you know, it's not, doesn't have any other paint on it, it's just all black, but it still looks really good. And I like the little handle. That's just got some good detail in it. Let's check out the submachine gun since it's focused now. Here we go. We got his little suppy here. That looks pretty cool. And then as well, we'll check out the pistol. Pistol's nice, got mags, looking like a little extended mag sitting, hanging out the bottom. It looks pretty good. So that's a lot of accessories for one fig. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a look at his paint and get a little bit of a closer look on him. So his eyes, I think his eyes look really good, and he's got like this almost brownish, dark reddish paint around his eyes, give him that real mean look, give him like a squinted look. Got some nice little definition in there. His eyes look good. It's got a little bit of his fro. There's a brow furrowed over here, scrunched up just a little bit. You can see in the mask. The paint here on this gi, the slime green paint, doesn't look like it was done sloppy at all. Looks nice. Looks pretty good. And then down here in his belt, he's got same forest green that he's got in the rest of his body here on his belt, the fabric parts, but then the actual belt is like this dark navy blue. He's got a little bit of his little utility pouches and stuff, looking pretty good. He's got this nice texture to him and some lines, some stitching lines going on here. Yeah, he's got this good texture all throughout. None of it's like shiny or smooth or nothing. It's pretty consistent. Looking pretty good. I love his bracers, his gauntlets here. They look really good. You got brown straps, and then this silver going on here. It looks really good. And then the navy blue on the gloves. Looks really nice. And then the same for his shin pads down here. It's got the brown straps, and then this nice silver. It's nice looking silver. And then he's got these little stitchings and lines here on his calves. I think that looks really good. That's a nice touch. That looks pretty awesome. And then he's got some like lines, little stitch lines here on his shoes going on there. It looks pretty good. And then he's even got some little grips here on his toes for scaling rooftops, chasing down bad guys. So I think he looks really awesome. One thing I noticed with him and Storm Shadow, he's got these nice elbow wrinkles. You know, if you extend your arm like that, you're gonna get those elbow wrinkles, and they've added that in there. I think that's a really nice touch. Looks pretty good. I like it. And his arms are different. Like, he's got this brown wrap on this side because he doesn't have the gauntlet. On this side, he's got the gauntlet going on, so a little bit different there between the two arms. So I think he is pretty awesome. I think the paint looks good. He's got great articulation. Can't really ask for much more. So we'll go ahead and put him there, and then we're going to check him out. Back it out just a little bit and check out his measurements. So he's coming at just about 6 1/4, maybe a hair above that. 6 1/4 inches tall. That's pretty good. All right, and then we'll stand him up next to some other fools. So here, we'll stand him next to Marvel Legends Stealth Iron Man. And then we'll stand him next to a G.I. Joe. Another G.I. Joe. Spirit Iron Knife. Oh, and he's Spirit Fall Over here. We'll get him stand up here. And it looks like he's, yeah, a little bit shorter than Spirit and a little bit shorter than Iron Man as well. We'll throw in another Marvel Legends next to him. Next to Black Panther. He might just be a little bit closer there. So yeah, he's Black Panther's a bit taller than him. Pull out Iron Knife, and we'll stand him next to his closest. Keep your enemies closer. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. His enemy here, Storm Shadow. The same body. Alright, so those guys look pretty identical in size and shape, obviously. We'll take out Black Panther. We'll stand him next to Amazing Fantasy, Spidey Man. So next to Amazing Fantasy, they're pretty close. Pretty close there. And then another one of his enemies here, Cobra Officer. So stand next to him as well. So fits in with everybody pretty good. That looks nice. So there he is compared to some other figs. And then we can check out some of the accessories on him. So we'll go ahead and pop off that head, and let's take a look. We're going to put on his hood down and pop on his unmasked head and take a look at that. I think that snapped on. Kind of had trouble getting his unmasked head on. Did not want to go on as easily as his masked head. So there he is with his unmasked head with the hood down. And like I said, I like this unmasked head a lot more than I thought I would. I think he looks pretty cool. He looks aggressive and mean, and I don't know, I like it more than I thought I would. He's got that, his right eyebrow over here. Give him the people's eyebrow. Can you smell what Kamakura is cooking? Yeah, he's got the people's eyebrow going on there. I think he looks pretty cool. But I mean, just the side profile, he looks like he means business. He looks pretty awesome. So that's his unmasked head. Let's go ahead and check out. So that you put his, you're actually gonna put the head into the hood up. Actually, take that off because that won't go on if the hood's up. Oh, It will, but it won't make sense. But here we go. He's got his hood up. Check that out like that. So there he is with his hood up. That looks pretty cool. Like that. We'll go ahead and throw his holder on the back. We'll throw a sword in there. Give him a sword to hold. And maybe a submachine gun. One thing I did notice too is almost every G.I. Joe can hold all their stuff at once. He cannot, because he also has his side knife, and he does not have a holder for his side knife here. But I don't know, you can't get him all perfect. Maybe he just hides that one. There we go. So there he is. He's got a submachine gun and one of his swords and one in the back. With his hood up. It's pretty slick. Go ahead and pop this head off here. And actually, I don't know about. Let's see if we can get his unmasked head in here. And then give him there we go. And we'll squash the mask or the hood down just a little bit. It pops up a little bit with the unmasked head on, but he still looks really cool. Very good. I think he looks best with, let's put his hood down, and then his masked head on. Submachine gun. Elbow pose, and look at that. He's freaking boss. So that is Kamakura. I hope you guys like this review. If you have this figure, let me know what you think about him in the comments below. He's definitely one of my favorite G.I. Joes that I have so far. I really love Spirit Iron Knife. Of course, I like my Storm Shadow and my Snake Eyes, but I think he's really cool. He comes with a ton of accessories. He has really great articulation. The paint work on him looks really cool. Like, he just has a lot of colors on him. He's not just all black like Snake Eyes, or pretty much all white like Storm Shadow. He's got like the slime green, forest green, the navy blue on the boots, the brown straps, the silver here on the gauntlets and the shin guards, and then more black with, you know, his accessories and stuff. I think he just looks, he's just got a lot more into him. I think he's really cool. I don't want to say it yet, but he may be my favorite G.I. Joe so far. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you guys already have him, I'll have a few pictures of him here at the end of the video, but I think we pretty much covered everything. So if you like the video, hit that like button and subscribe, and you can catch my next video. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.